par is a hole that gets overlooked, but it's a fun one.
Yeah, the second shot here is more daunting, especially when that flag's on the left. So you really do start looking at that blue stuff, water.
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Solid play, heart of the green. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Hard-fought par right there. Fifth hole, good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole was built for Lee Trevino, who used to love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way, really, to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
That was just a beautiful drive and hit it solid and right in the middle. 190 now on the second shot.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
It's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Solid par. Frank, you don't want to get too cute with that second shot here at the 6th.
I remember many a time, Rich, when they put the flag right of center. You try and hit a little bit too close, those palm trees all of a sudden come into play. Hits one of those, that ball can go anywhere. Ooh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
Frank, now the second shot here at hole number 6.
Yeah, not overly long, but be very aware of these palm trees that are short. Many a shot's caught those trees coming into this green. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
How did that stay out, Frank?
Did everything but go in.
Little redemption chance here, had bogey yesterday. Stroked that with authority. Frank, what do you think of the 6th? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around. Very, very few people hit driver here. Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Now the approach to the 7th. Frank, what do you need to be mindful of here?
It's rather narrow in the front of this green. and then there's some mounds both right and left. Be very aware of those mounds. They can actually help you out.
That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. Bogey here yesterday, now this for birdie. Just continuing to play some really good golf. 8 under par for the championship. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
You come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s of TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
That will be a great look at birdie. These putts keep the round together. Well, Frank, I thought that was in. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, what do you make of the final hole here on the front side, the 583-yard par 5 ninth?
Just depends on how much you want to risk here. If you hit a good drive down the right side, it's certainly gettable for 2. But you can make an absolute mess here at 9.
They'll be happy with that. In the fairway, now a good chance to attack this hole. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5. Frank, when you think layup shot on a par 5, you think it's easy. This isn't necessarily that simple, is it?
No, you've got to keep the ball to the right. Otherwise, those overhanging limbs on those trees on the left, they become havoc.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
Didn't fare too well on this hole yesterday. Made a bogey. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Now on to one of the most exciting back nines in golf here at the TPC Sawgrass and the stadium course. Let's begin at number 10. Frank, and what do you make of this hole?
It's another one where you're just trying to fit the tee shot in the fairway there. It's not a driver, just something that stays right. And of course, we've seen a lot of people stray here down the left side. Who can forget Mickelson when he won his Players Championship, hitting that phenomenal 7-iron out of the fairway bunker through the trees and still finding the putting surface. But speaking of the putting surface, this green has more undulations than just about any green on the golf course.
This hole really sets up well for the player. Birdie yesterday, and a chance for another one today. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday.
That's the cruelest thing about this game, Rich. I mean, it's just now it's another shot.
Just a little tap in here. That's how you maintain momentum. You make those putts for par. Hole number 11, 558-yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really, with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, the scoring club is in hand now. Chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, coming from that left side, you've got a full view of this green, and you can see the mounds too. Use the mounds to your advantage.
Early part of his back nine and a good approach shot. And now we'll have this for birdie.
Really? This is an awkward length. Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. That's the idea. Just knock it in. Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12 is a good example.
Yeah, 12 looks like it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there. Tee shot looks straight away, but the second shot is blind. The shot you get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Pretty good stroke right there, just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
So they'll tap in.
Now, in this situation, Rich, a bogey's not all that bad. Still has the lead.
And Frank, we always like when they have the whole location back left and that ball trickles down, feeds, and you can see some really good ones and maybe even an ace here.
Yeah, just like Mickelson a few years ago. Down there, it looked like it was going to flirt with the bunker, ran up and over the ridge, and in it goes. This is one where you have to play ground ball as well as high ball.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Locked in on the read and the speed. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Good effort and good par putt. 14th hole, 481 yard, par 4, ranking second in difficulty, Frank.
Yeah, this one always gets overlooked, Rich. You've only got to flick the drive a little left, and all of a sudden your round just gets completely wrecked. Ask Vijay Singh. It cost him a Players' Championship. Many a player there has dealt with that left side. You will pay the price. Great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Oh, just shaves the edge.
It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Stroke that with authority. Frank, the 15th hole certainly has the respect of the professionals.
But you're right, this is a positional hole where just keep the ball down the left center. You can't go too far, though, because you'll get blocked out or you'll run out of fairway. From there, it's really about knowing where the flag is, what position on the screen, because this is another green that's not flat. If the second shot lands on the wrong portion of the green, it'll finish well away from the hole.
This is the second shot at the par 4. Into the tall cabbage, that ball is swallowed up. Set to go, not an easy shot by any means. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Frank, fans watching, they love excitement in the game. 16's an exciting hole, isn't it?
Well, that's where you get it, because you hear the roars. You start to see the big crowds that go all the way around 16, 17, and 18T. You feel where you are in the tournament, too. A movement that starts at 16 can be carried all the way to the clubhouse.
And from the fairway for his second shot here.
Oh, this is heading in the wrong direction.
Well, thank goodness, Frank, back on dry land here.
As long as this one avoids it.
This now the 4th shot after the last one was in the water.
Yeah, just somehow just get it on the green. This has to go in the hazard.
He needs to. He went for the brief swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is, just trying to avoid water on the brain as well. This will take